closed mouth, they say, is a closed destiny. That's what I heard a lot in Nigeria when I was growing up, and I didn't fully understand what that meant. But having lived in North America for almost 11 years, I feel like I can say I'm beginning to understand what they mean. So my first experience in North America was a sea of rejection in the job market, and that was because I didn't know how to present myself in the job market at interviews. I didn't even know what the American standard for resumes were, and I was applying to jobs. I was not hearing back, or I would go for interviews and I'll be brutally honest when they ask me questions, when in the real sense they want diplomacy and you to not really say what you mean, filter it. And then I moved to Canada, and there's like this newcomer services that they have, where there are organizations that the government funds, and they help newcomers integrate into the society. And some of the things they provide is like employment services. So they help you with your resume, they assign an employment specialist to you that helps you with your resume, helps you with workshop on interviewing and all that. Basically, this organization also helps you with life in Canada, opening bank accounts, understanding credit cards, everything you need to know about settling into Canada. It was during one of these workshops that I realized that, oh my God, I've been doing so many things wrong in the US when I was interviewing for jobs. And I learned from that place and, start presenting myself better at jobs. But then now I felt like I had the skills, but I was still not getting called for interviews. And I was wondering what was going on. I came in during COVID, so it was really hard to get jobs because a lot of people were getting laid off, so it was hard to get a job during that time. And I remember applying to an organization that was similar to the job I just left in the US, but a lower position, and I wasn't hearing back, and I'm like, what's going on? And 2 weeks later, I would see that position opened again, and I would apply the same, no answer. I had gotten a lot of rejections from all the jobs I applied to, and then I decided to single out this organization because I felt like this is a sector that I worked in the US. I have current experience, very recent experiences, and I reached out and I was like, oh, what's going on? I'm applying to this job. I have this skill. I worked here in the US, and I'm expecting at least an interview. I'm not getting it, and yet you're not even sending me a rejection email. What's going on? And they sent me a message, apologized, and they're like, oh, that position closed, and we're going to we have a position that opened this morning if you want to apply. I'm like, okay, applied. I didn't hear back. It was a job position, another job position that opened that I didn't even apply for. The HR called me and they were like, oh, we remember that you applied for so position, that position closed. Just wanted to let you know that there's another position that opened if you want to be considered, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, consider me. And they did consider me. I eventually got the job, and it made me realize that if I had not said anything, nothing would have been done, nothing would have changed. HR wouldn't even know me, but they remembered me when that position opened, and they reached out to me to know if I was still interested. So a lot of times, speaking up is the push that you need to get you to the place you want to go. Instead of doing it the traditional way, the way everybody does it, stand out. And speaking up can be what makes you stand out. Speaking up can be what makes people notice you. Speaking up can be what makes people remember you. must be something that makes you stand out. If you're doing things the way others are doing it, you might not get the results you want. Do things differently. Speak up. A closed mouth, they say, is a closed destiny. So speak up. Today, speak up.